I'm really interested in doorways opening for me. Like, for example, we've worked here at the kitchen for decades now, um, doing job training. And the idea is taking people in our society undervalued and reintroducing them to the society through the media and through daily discourse with volunteers, and reintroducing them as healthy, productive, tax-paying citizens. And that's a big step, because a lot of people would rather keep people marginalized. You know, it's easier to think if you're poor in America, it's your fault. You know, if you're a prisoner, if you're somebody who went to prison, you don't have any redeeming value. And sometimes it's safer to think that way. So a lot of what I'm interested in, this value add, is this idea of how do we expose to Americans the richness that exists in every community. Most people would look around our economy now and think, oh, woe is us. But I think what many of us are trying to do is say, we've never been richer. You know, we have so much to work with. But again, I use the term liberation, but let's kind of free our minds, if you will, from the historic confines of, you know, certain people act this way, business acts this way, nonprofits act this way. I'm of that generation that's like, who says? Where's this written that you have rules? Why do I have to choose between .com or .org, making money or doing good? I mean, it's a false choice. So once you start to liberate yourself from that notion of who says, it opens up an amazing new door to what if. You know, and that to me is, there's so many brilliant what ifs. And I think, if I may, I think one of the great, profound examples of what America stands for is the entrepreneurial spirit, the sense that every generation reinterprets itself, oftentimes to the entrepreneurial system. That idea of, like, you see a new idea and there's no barriers that say you can't do that. Or if there are, you change the barriers. You ignore the rules. That's what America's birthright is. So I think many of us now are looking at the nonprofit sector and saying, you know, I respect and admire its historic roots, but I'm just not going to genuflect to the kind of status quo of what we do. I want to tear a hole in the status quo and just roar right through it.